This week on Making of Intent, we hire our first employee. And remember how I said the state licensing seemed a little easier than it should be? More on that.
I think that I'm finally in my zone. Living on a high, but we keep it on the low, yeah. I think that I'm finally in my zone.
Since last week, I felt like I got a ton done, but again, I look at that checklist and there's still so much left to do. Major milestones this week were we hired our first employee, our director of marketing. We'll introduce her formally here very soon, but we're excited to have made our first hire out there. Also, last week I said how the state application was a bear, but that I thought it would be harder than it was. As it turns out, they already approved it.
Congratulations!
Like a few days in, they sent me the thing. I've got a copy of the license. So Intent Mortgage is a licensed mortgage broker in the state of Arizona. We're not ready to start by any means. We've still got probably a couple months worth of work left to do, but I said it was a bear. I thought it would be harder. I definitely thought it would be harder. So that's all done with that piece there. This week we started looking at properties. Not a ton of activity done there. Big things that we did do, we set up ADP for our payroll service. We've got in touch with the folks that are going to be doing our loan origination software, a lot of those kind of menial things. The piece I'm most excited about though is an app called River. River?
That'd be River.
River?
You want me to look it up?
They call River. I've seen it. They call River. It's like a communications app. You've probably heard of Slack and some of the other pieces. It's a way to communicate outside of email. I really like River because it's got built-in task management, so you can be in there with your team talking about like a new concept. The second that concept gets to the point where you're like, hey, let's make this into reality, you turn that entire conversation into an actual task, and now people have the task assigned to them, and all the concepts and all the ideas that we developed in just kind of having the original conversation are built into the task itself. So I like that piece. I'm super nerdy on time management and stuff like that. So that's really been the excitement of my week, was setting up River. So next week is the week before Christmas. I don't think we're gonna get too awful much done, though I've got a lot planned to do. If we simply identify a couple of properties we're interested in, then I'll call it a success. Either way, next week we'll be here to update you on the Making of Intent. I almost forgot we did set up health insurance for the company this week, so that was a success. Have a good one.
Yeah, I think that I'm finally in my zone, oh yeah.